Hey everyone, Tech OG here, who's all about tech and travel. And yay, I'm making another video. Finally slowing down with schoolwork and grants. I wrote 7 grants already. That's been a lot of work. And now that I'm trying to wrap things up, now I can finally get back into making some videos and to talk to you about a lot of stuff, a lot of information that I've been coming across in the tech world on YouTube and the net and things like that. This video is going to be dedicated to a preview of a new product from OneXPlayer. And that's one of the big things I want to talk about too. I kind of already told you that the handheld market was going to get inundated, was going to get bloated with a lot of different items from these companies. Told you before, and now it's starting to happen. Well, Aya was the first to really start inundating the industry with the Aya Neo, the Aya Neo Air, the Aya Neo 2, the Aya Neo Flip, Switch. There's so many different ones. However, they all basically do the same thing. So it's basically like the smartphone world, but in the handheld era. So many different ones that all do the same type of thing. Yes, it may have a faster processor, but you're only getting 2 frames per second more than you would before on the predecessor. So again, you're doing the same thing, but on a different device. Now, if you don't have any of these handheld devices and you are in the market for one, then yeah, trying to get the latest and greatest, that will be your best bet instead of getting a cheaper one that might not perform, quote unquote, as well as the newest one. So again, this video is dedicated to OneXplayer's upcoming newest product, the OneXPlayer 2. Now basically, out of all the products that OneXplayer has released, the OneXPlayer has been their most popular. Now don't get me wrong, their other products are very, very good. As you already know, I have the OneMix 4s right over there. Using it in clamshell mode, and this is it right here. Very good device for the business person. They had the One GX1, which I have at work, the One GX1 Pro. They've had the what do you call those? Oh yeah, the predecessors of the OneMix 4, the OneMix 3, the OneMix 2, and the OneMix. So many different products. But like I said, the OneXPlayer is their most popular device. And so for them to piggyback off of that particular device is the smartest and best move, because again, it's the most popular. And so they're introducing now the OneXPlayer 2. And this kind of piqued my interest a little bit. Would I get it? Don't know. But it did pique my interest, and let me show you what's on their website as far as what piqued my interest. So first things first. Launch time for them to start doing their crowdfunding is going to be December 20th, 2022. So put a link on Indiegogo or save a link so that you can be part of the crowdfunding and get it at its cheapest price if you are interested in the OneXPlayer 2. Delivery time will be between March and April 2023. And that's mainly, I don't know if that's just US or worldwide, but let's just say worldwide because it's not indicated. So if you take a look at the OneXPlayer 2, this is an image of it right here. Very similar, of course, to the OneXPlayer, which I'll talk about later because I still have mine. But there's something a little bit different about this image compared to your regular OneXPlayer. Take a look here. There's a gap. What does that mean? Detachable controllers. This is the first one netbook, or the first handheld PC that has detachable controllers. Well, in a sense, the One GX1 and One GX1 Pro was the very first item released by OneXPlayer that had detachable controllers. But those controllers were plastic, and Bluetooth, and I'm pretty sure that these probably will work the same way. But I think that these are going to be more advanced than the One GX1 and the One GX1 Pro controllers. But like I said, having detachable controllers, and what sets this apart from the One GX1, the One GX1 and the One GX1 Pro, those were basically mini laptops, 7-inch screen, one of the best keyboards that was ever created for any mini handheld PC. I mean, really, really good. I really like that keyboard for my One GX1, and that's why I still have it and use it at work. But this one, what makes this different, there's no keyboard. It's just screen. And that's kind of cool. So this basically screams out Nintendo Switch. They're basically sticking it to Nintendo and saying, hey, Nintendo Switch. They're not really sticking it to them, but they're basically giving them homage, saying, Nintendo Switch, we know you're the king of handhelds. You sell the most. So to try to get people away from your base, we're going to try to make a device that's very similar and reminiscent to your best-selling item of today's modern handhelds. So kudos to OneXPlayer for trying this out. We'll see how it plays out when it's released. This is going to have the same 8.4-inch screen as your regular OneXPlayer that was first released. This behemoth of a machine, but still great because that screen is awesome. And it has the same 2.5K resolution. So it's basically this with detachable controllers. Oh, take a look here. It's going to have Harman Certified Professional Tuning speakers. I'm not sure if these are the same speakers that you would normally find in your HP Spectre PCs. Those 360s, basically 2-in-1 PCs. Don't know if they're the same ones, but I believe they are, or from the same brand, whatnot. But hey, probably going to be probably better speakers than you would normally get in your OneXPlayers. This doesn't say much, but like I said, because the screen is your PC by itself, you're going to have to get yourself a keyboard, which should be no problem because you probably got one laying around anyway. You can detach controllers on this plastic piece here to have your own separate controller or standby controller instead of having or purchasing a separate controller for the system and play it as such. Because like I said, 8.4-inch screen, very nice. Like I said, this doesn't really say too much. It just basically says Nintendo Switch. Oh, and take a look at the kickstand on the back. Yay! They finally put the kickstand back because on the OneXPlayer Minis, no kickstand. People complain about that. But on the original OneXPlayer, kickstand. And if you take a look, this kickstand is a lot wider than that kickstand there. So that's a kick in the butt right there. Same size battery as the OneXPlayer, 65.5 wattage laptop grade battery. And that's all the information right now that's on their website. More specs and information is going to probably be released as it gets closer to the crowdfunding date, December 20th, 2022. But basically, again, this is basically saying to Nintendo, hey, we're paying homage to your fantastic system. We want to try to get people away from you and onto our system because we're basically saying our system does a lot more than the Nintendo Switch. And basically, yes, that is true. This is a full-fledged PC. Put a keyboard on here, put a mouse on here. You got yourself a full-fledged PC. And with the detachable controllers, you got yourself a handheld full-fledged PC. So this is going to be great for work and for play. Oh, and they didn't mention on the one thing that is not in this advertisement. It is going to have pen support. Up to 4,096 pressure sensitivities on the screen. That's going to be wonderful. And they do have a dedicated stylus for the device. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be like the OneXPlayer where it has the same technology where you can use MPP, which is the Microsoft Pen Protocol. So basically, I can use the very first Surface Pen on the OneXPlayer. I'm pretty sure, very sure, even though I don't have it, that it will have the same technology as the original OneXPlayer where you can use a Surface Pen. And I would suggest getting one of these rather than the dedicated stylus made by OneXPlayer because this works wonders. I mean, writing and erasing is great, especially for teachers. Like a music teacher like me, I was just using it today, drawing on my screen, circling notes and erasing. Oh, it was just fantastic. Works flawlessly. But like I said, pen support for the OneXPlayer 2. Now, who is this for? Again, if you're in the handheld gaming market right now and you don't have a handheld system or never had one or don't have an older one, then yeah, definitely get one of these newer systems. I mean, like I said, Aya, which is another company, they make these as well. GPD. First one that ever came out with this, that started this whole revolution. They have the WinMax 2. They have the GPD Win 3, and they're going to have the upcoming GPD Win 4 that looks basically like a PSP. Fantastic, but the keyboard is still small, not really good for typing. But that's another story, that's another video. Back to here. My personal opinion, as I told you before, One Netbook makes products that for the well-rounded PC user. Period. End of story. Better than any other company. And I'm no fanboy, but like I said, I really like One Netbook. End of story, because again, it's made for the well-rounded PC user. So you can use this for work. And people are not going to look at you funny and say, hey, that looks like a game system. Why you have this at work? Why? No, they're going to say it's powerful enough to use for presentations, like I said, for work, when you're using it for PowerPoint, typing on Word, surfing the web, video creations. It's well-rounded. And because it has Thunderbolt 4, you can connect it to a dedicated GPU to get more processing power so that you can video process a lot better and video edit a whole lot better, or even do audio stuff. So if you're a musician or a producer, you can definitely use this, especially on the go, to produce your music. And I know that for a fact because I'm a musician myself. So like I said, this is made for the well-rounded PC user. Yes, it looks just basically like a gaming system, but take the controllers off, you got yourself a nice 8.4-inch screen PC that can look professional, especially with the kickstand. Power it up, get yourself a nice Bluetooth keyboard, and bam, people are going to be like, that looks nice, that is hot. Way better than your average PC. And you could probably fit that in your pocket. I mean, seriously, you can't deny that. What I don't like, doesn't have a cover for the screen. So I wish they would have a cover for the screen. Kind of reminiscent to, and they should have done this, make a keyboard cover like they made for the original OneXPlayer, where this protects your screen and puts it to sleep when you have it closed. That is awesome. So I hope that they do make a dedicated keyboard cover if they do have the magnets on the bottom of the device to connect the keyboard cover to it. So I hope that will be coming in the future, especially like I said, because One Netbook, you make this for the well-rounded PC user, you should have a keyboard, dedicated keyboard for this like you have for the original OneXPlayer. But again, if I was shopping for a handheld PC, I would definitely go towards the OneXPlayer because, again, made for the well-rounded PC user, for gaming and for work. So I think this is a fantastic idea. Will it put a stop or will it damper any of Nintendo sales? Of course not. Nintendo Switch is still by far the best handheld system made for handheld gaming. Bar none. It's light. It's beautiful. First, it had those detachable controllers. It's just made well. Very, very well. But this, like I said, is paying homage to it. And as far as PCs, this will be the Nintendo Switch in the PC world. So to get one will be cool if you really like the format or the form factor of the Nintendo Switch. So again, you can have your PC gaming on here. You can have your work on here. And you can have, greatly, the emulators. So you can have your Yuzu emulator or your RealGinx emulator and emulate Nintendo Switch right on here. So this is basically, in a sense, a Nintendo Switch if you use the emulator on there. And you have other emulators that you can play on here. It's going to be just absolutely well-rounded. Now, will that deter me from using my OneXPlayer? Definitely not. Why? They're basically the same system, but with detachable controllers. It's basically this. So it wouldn't make sense for me to go from this to that when it's basically the same system. Again, yes, it's going to have a faster processor, but will it be any faster than when I'm playing on here? Not necessarily. You can still play games fluidly on both systems. You might get some more frame rates on here, but you can still play all of your games, AAA games, emulated games on both systems and have fun with both. So it doesn't matter which one you get. If you want to go the cheap route and get one of these, that's fine. But if you want the latest and greatest with the detachable controllers, then I suggest getting the OneXPlayer 2. Now, I did sign up for their beta testing. So wish me luck and hope that I can get one for beta testing and so that I can compare both, show you gameplay on both, and give you my honest, unbiased opinion on both systems. Whether you should get the OneXPlayer 2, is it worth the money, or getting one of these, or especially in the case of this website, getting a refurbished machine where you can get it for even cheaper because it was fixed by the company. They're reselling it, and these are a whole lot cheaper than buying them retail. Trust me, I would definitely go that route if shopping for a handheld PC. But anyway, to each his own or her own. Get what you think is going to be best for your pockets, for your money. But that's what I wanted to talk about. The new OneXPlayer 2. Again, crowdfunding December 20th and release between March and April of 2023. So if you're interested, go on the website and sign up. Because, well, when the launch starts, they're going to give you an indication so that you can try to sign up early, possibly, or crowdfund early and get yourself the system as quickly as possible. So that's the end of this video. If you like the information, definitely leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.